Alhamdulillahi wahdah, wassalatu wassalam ala man la nabiyya ba'dah. The news going throughout the media this time gives comfort to lakhs and crores of Muslims throughout the world that Hajj is supposed to be cancelled this year. The Foreign Ministry of Saudi Arabia has made an official announcement on Tuesday that laid ground for this year's Hajj pilgrimage to be cancelled, calling on pilgrims to defer preparations and travel bookings due to fear of coronavirus pandemic. Around 2 million people visit Mecca, the holy city, to perform the annual Hajj pilgrimage, which this year was set to begin in July, but plans have been thrown into doubt as the kingdom has recorded 1,563 coronavirus cases and 10 deaths till now. And like many other countries throughout the globe, we see Saudi Arabia has also enforced a lockdown and curfew in attempt to stem the outbreak, and entry to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina has been severely restricted. Riyadh has already suspended the lesser Umrah pilgrimage. Muhammad Saleh, Minister of Hajj and Umrah, told Saudi TV channel that Muslims who are expected to perform Hajj at least once in their lives should wait before concluding contracts. Moreover, it is not the first time when Hajj pilgrimage has been stopped, but we see in history that many a times this Hajj pilgrimage has been stopped. Many a times this Hajj pilgrimage has been stopped, and some cases, some years when this Hajj pilgrimage has been stopped, I will share with you. Then as it has been started in 629 almost, and at the first time when Hajj pilgrimage has been stopped, it was because of the massacre on Arafat mountains. That the year was 865. Then we see in 930 that Catalan attack has also made a stop for this Hajj pilgrimage. Then in 983, Abbasiyad and Fatimid caliphates have also made a stop to it. Then in 19th century, 1831, due to plague from India, it has been stopped once again. And then between 1837 and 1858, in between these 2 decades, it has been almost stopped for 3 times. In these 2 decades, it has been stopped for 3 times. We see that it is not the first time when history tells us that this Hajj pilgrimage has been stopped due to many reasons. Though Hajj has been cancelled several times over the centuries since the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia foundation in 1932, it has never missed a year, nor even during the Spanish flu pandemic of 1917 to 1918 that killed millions of people worldwide. But if Saudi Arabia cancels 2020's Hajj, it will be added to a list of almost 40 dramatic cancellations since the first in 1629. Middle East Eye takes a look at some of the most striking cancellations in the history, and as I have already mentioned, the massacre of 865 on Arafat Mountains during the conflict with the Abbasid Caliphate based in Baghdad. Ismail bin Yusuf, known as Al-Safak, launched an attack on the holy Arafat Mountains overlooking Mecca in 865, massacring pilgrims there. The raid forces Hajj to be cancelled, and in 1933 it was Karmatian attack. In 1930, Abu Tahir al-Janbi, the chief of the Karmatians heterodox sect based in Bahrain, launched an attack on Mecca. Hajj was then suspended for a decade until the Black Stone was returned to Mecca. And in 1983, Abbasid and Fatimid Caliphates, it has been stopped once again. Politics too has disrupted Hajj in 983. Political disputes between the rulers of two caliphates, the Abbasid of Iraq and Syria, and the Fatimids of Egypt, got in the way of Muslims traveling to Mecca for pilgrimage. It would be 8 years until Hajj was held again in 991. And because of the Indian plague in 1831, not only conflicts and massacre have cancelled Hajj. A plague from India hit Mecca in 1831 and killed 3/4 of the pilgrims there. And in between, as I already mentioned, 1837 to 1858, series of epidemics. In a span of almost 2 decades, Hajj has been halted 3 times. First in 1837 and up to 1840, then in 1846 when cholera hit Mecca, killing more than 15,000 people and plagued its inhabitants until 1850. Outbreaks returns. And in 1865 and 1883. And 1858, another global cholera pandemic arrived in the city, prompting Egyptian pilgrims to run away and mass to Egypt's Red Sea shores, where they were held in quarantine. Though this makes us know that Hajj it's not the first time when Hajj will be stopped, and this time it has a genuine reason. And as we have seen, the coronavirus epidemic, it has been globally faced by the whole humanity, and it has touched many of the countries, their economy, their politics, their people, and above all the human lives. To stay and to maintain and to give a hygiene to the individual lives, Saudi Arabia, if they decide to do it, we should always be cooperative to them, and we should not make it a point of politics, or we should not criticize them on this, because as we have seen throughout the Muslim countries, all ulamas have backed this lockdown and have appealed people to save their lives by staying home. I hope that my Muslim brothers and sisters throughout the globe will not take it otherwise. It may be a blessing from the Allah Almighty, as Allah Almighty Himself says, "Asa an tukrahu shay'an wa huwa khairul lakum. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh." Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.